We recently adopted a tagline for our school, where creativity and technology meet. And that's exactly what's happening within our programs and in the job market, where our students go when they graduate. Many businesses need creative professionals to help them entertain us or present their product or service to their clients and their customers. Hiring creators, whether on staff in a full-time role or through a freelance contract, is much easier because the technology barriers that have been there in the past have been reduced. Accomplishing projects is much more affordable and attainable, but companies still need creative and trained individuals to pull it off. As well as technology advancements, we're seeing students reach beyond traditional roles and routes for employment, especially in the Kitchener-Waterloo area, where we have many tech startups that need the work of our graduates. Visual design is a prominent part of a company's training, identity, and customer experience, and professional video content is needed everywhere. We have a number of clusters of programs. We have 17 programs currently within creative industries. We continue to grow and bring on new programs as the job market demands and as industry informs us is a need out there in the marketplace. Some of those needs are stemming from things like several new production studios that have opened in Toronto. So for our media cluster, we're developing students with skills that can join in on that boom that's happening right now. Some of it's stemming from things like the streaming wars between companies like Netflix, Google, Amazon Prime, Hulu, CBS All Access, and these companies are coming to Ontario to produce their content. Podcasting is another area where we're becoming a source for information and entertainment. Video production, as I said earlier, is on the rise. Video content is needed for web and social media platforms, and user-generated content audiences are growing. Video has become a very valuable tool for businesses from all sectors of the economy. So to answer those needs, we currently have 5 programs. We have our Media Foundations program, which is a 1-year certificate program. This is a program where students are able to come in and learn a little bit about each area of the industries within creative industries. They get a chance to experiment with our equipment and with the software and just find where it is they want to go. It's a great introduction to creative industries. We have a 2-year journalism diploma program. And with journalism, we're definitely seeing some shifts in where students are working. Many working in the traditional journalism fields that you would know and relate to, but others are being hired by companies and by marketing teams as writers and content producers. And these are companies that are valuing the journalistic integrity that our students are learning. Our broadcast radio program has recently gone through a major program review, and we've made some changes that allow the program to be more flexible in the type of learning, because we recognize this is what companies are needing. Our students are learning how to podcast, they're learning about social media, and they're also learning about video production, because we recognize that a lot of media companies are looking for versatile employees. Our broadcasting, television, and independent production program is another 2-year diploma program. And that's where students learn the technology that's needed and also the processes and procedures around producing content, both for major broadcasters, but also for independent production companies. A newer area for us in creative industries over the last few years is our animation and game cluster, which is growing quite quickly because the demand is there. New audiences, especially during COVID, have been found for animation, not just for children's products, but also for adults. And so the companies, the streaming companies like Amazon and like Netflix are very interested in animation. So we're finding a real demand for that. We're also finding a demand for motion graphics. And of course, incredible potential for virtual reality as we move forward. So the programs that we have currently are our animation 2-year diploma program, as well as a 2-year game design program. We hope to come out soon with a game art program. That's not ready quite yet, but we know there's a need out there in the marketplace. Obviously, gaming has become quite popular, as well as esports. So this is an area that we're also looking at. 3D computer animation is a 1-year graduate certificate that begins this winter. And virtual reality production also begins this winter. And virtual reality production, we see the future of virtual reality, not just for entertainment, but for education and for training as well. And so we see there being an opportunity to begin that workforce of people in this area. And what we're trying to do is take the skill sets that we have in creative industry for storytelling and apply them to virtual reality. So I'm really excited about that program and where it's going. And then animation and motion graphics, not on our website currently, but should be up there very soon. And that's a new program. We heard a lot from our professional advisory committees, the industry members who advise us on what's happening in their areas of our industries. And motion graphics is a job in an area where there's a lot of demand right now. So we want to answer that demand with this new program. So if you want to go to the next slide, I'll also talk now about our design cluster. Demand is continuing in the area of design. We're seeing the fact that remote work has sort of widened the boundaries and the opportunities. We're noticing that people are able to not just work from home, but also work in other marketplaces. We're seeing a more world approach to design, which is great to see. It's also a very diverse way that people can reach their customers. And so we're finding that there's a lot of work currently out there for design. And we're also finding design becoming an intricate part of many companies. And of course, we're looking at designing, keeping experience in mind, keeping what is that experience for the customer in mind, what is that experience for the client, what is happening in terms of the client and the user and how a product interacts with them. Interactive Media Management Interaction Design Program. That's a 1-year graduate certificate program. And so he can tell you a lot more about this exciting field. We have a 1-year design foundations program. Like our media foundations program, it's there to help support and introduce our students to the area of design. But this program is a little unique in that it's really centered around preparing students to move forward into one of the other areas that we have, such as graphic design, our Bachelor of Design, or Advertising and Marketing Communications program. And it's really a program for those students who may need some extra help in producing their portfolio and building that base of work and base skills needed to move on in those 3 fields. Advertising and marketing is a 2-year diploma program. Our graphic design program is a 3-year advanced diploma program. It's a very popular program for us with high student satisfaction rates and excellent work opportunities for our students following. And then our Bachelor of Design program. All of our Bachelor of Design graduates this year graduated with a job in place before they finished their last semester, which was really exciting for us to see. So the last couple of programs I wanted to talk to you about is our merchandising and decorating cluster. These are our connected programs, but 2 very distinctly different career paths. Interior decorating has also hit a boom. With COVID, a lot of us are rethinking how we live and work. And with many people working from home, there's been a lot of activity as people are redesigning their homes to create home offices and provide environments where multiple people can be working at home from the same time. So our decorators and designers are busy, and home renovation is definitely on the rise. So that's really helping out this area. A lot of our students are very busy. In fact, we tried to hire a student this fall to come back and help us out with some of our activities on campus. And they were all working and all busy. So great story for them, but it was a little tough for us trying to navigate without them. Visual merchandising is another area that we think there's great potential for going forward. We recognize and know that the retail industry was hit hard during COVID, but we can see it bouncing back. But not only is it bouncing back, it's coming back differently. We're redesigning the retail experience for the future. We're looking at product discovery through experience. We know that online shopping is here to stay, but we need to improve the virtual shopping experience. And so visual merchandising is working quickly to adapt to that, and the program and the professors are ready to address the future needs of this industry and to prepare that workforce.